Okay, you guys, so that's what it's looking like. It's getting there, and you see that it's got enough juices. We don't need to add it. If you want to, you can drain it, but I recommend with this meal, if you wanted to do it that way, you should brown your meat first and then drain the fat from your meat, then do your hot links and everything else that way. I don't like it done that way. I like to have the flavors of the hot link and the onion and the green pepper added to the meat as it's browning. Real quick, I'm going to show you, because I won't put every ingredient in one by one. This is the ingredients that I'm going to use myself in my spaghetti to complement my sauces. I got my cayenne. Well, I got 2 cayennes out there. I love Johnny's. I think it adds flavor. Don't overdo your Johnny's. Don't overdo it, because a lot of people I know think that they can overdo Johnny's seasoning salt and they call that cooking, and it's not. But this adds a lot of flavor to your food in a good way if you don't overdo it. I got my chives. I got to have that in there. I got my onion powder, black pepper. I like to use not coarse, not the beads. I like to use just the regular, I don't know, grounded up black pepper. That's what it is. And I got my paprika. Paprika adds the coloring. It helps thicken. I got parsley. Parsley is really good. You can add parsley to anything. And of course my chili. Now this is something different. Not a lot of people add chili powder to their spaghetti. But I promise you, what I do is what I do. And my garlic. Now if we're going to try to measure this out for you guys, if you want to know, that's kind of hard for me to do, because when you're a true cook, you don't really measure things out. But I will tell you, I know certain things with the chili powder. I'm only going to use about 2 tablespoons of that. Parsley, a couple pinches. Garlic, I would say I use about a tablespoon, maybe to 2 tablespoons. This is a big pot of spaghetti, so it might be 2. My ground paprika, it would probably be about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Black pepper is about a half a tablespoon, although to 1 sometimes. I'm not a heavy pepper person. Onion powder, I would say the same thing. That's going to be about 1 tablespoon. Chives, less than that, about 2 or 3 pinches. Now my Johnny's with this one, I will tell you, will probably be, goodness, I'm trying to measure it. Let me look at the measuring cup about how much. It'll be, I can tell you that it'll be less than 1/4 cup. But spoon size is kind of hard. So I know I'm going to put in less than 1/4 cup of that. Cayenne is probably going to be about, I put about a half of a tablespoon, just because when you cook spaghetti, it's kind of one of those things you can add the heat as you go. And I know who I'm cooking for, they don't really like a lot of heat. So I'm not going to add too much cayenne, but I think adding some will add just a little bit of flavor. Now what I also do, as you see, that's pretty much almost brown. And you got to be careful with this, because this has its own flavor. You shake it up. It's Worcester. Now I know everybody's heard about it. I add just a couple drips of that because that helps with the flavor. I'm going to turn my burner down as I'm talking and give this, one quick stir. So at this point, what I like to do is add my sauce before I add my seasonings. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my sauce on in there now.